More trading horror stories. Today we're going to get into the comments, anonymous YouTube comments, and see people getting absolutely wrecked. Dark places you can't even imagine. But first a little bossa nova. When she walks straight ahead, not at me. Who knows what that song is? Comment down below. Okay. So I put out a video called Trader Makes $2 million a year but says it's not worth it. He's now mentally ill and alone. And that was based on a YouTube comment I got. And I love YouTube comments because it's not social media. People fake on social media. People tell the truth in YouTube comments, again, because it's anonymous. Nobody's here to judge. So let's get into it. Welcome in, fam. If you don't know me, my name's Travis, and I'm a human. I guess I'm an adventure entrepreneur living on Oahu. My main things right now are adventure tours, YouTube with the side of crypto algo trading, which we're not going to talk about my trading so much in this video. I talk about it in most videos. But this trader, he was in his YouTube comment, he's saying it's not worth it. You can't imagine what I've been through. I took him 6 years, which isn't too long, but he's like, wasn't worth it, right? Like, I don't see my kids. I'm single. And this video blew up. These are all the comments on this video and full of confessions and stories. So we're going to sift through them. And there's some really good ones in here, but I'm going to go through the different comments. First one says, well, I'm going from the most recent back. It says, wasted time can't be bought. Money is just a tool. People forget their purpose. Money is not it. It's a paper made by us. I will say, money is important. Coincidence of wants is a thing. If you live in a barter society, it doesn't get very far, because if I build houses and you buy shoes, there's no amount of shoes you can trade for my house, right? So money's a nice intermediary. But you're right, it's kind of a means to an end. What is the end? Can we get to the end faster? Or if you get all the money, how do you use the money, right? Trading is a psychological game you must master, and most people in general are mentally ill. Most people in general are mentally ill. It's normal, it's okay. So you're forced to be staring at your demons. And I think, by the way, one of the reasons why people are mentally ill is a evolutionary mismatch where we're meant to be on edge and looking over our shoulder for lions and hyenas and bears and snakes that are hunting us. But now we don't have over those things, and we're stressed out about our trading, or we're stressed out about traffic. We're stressed out about the cars. We just have a baseline of anxiety. Either you learn to overcome your childhood traumas and make yourself a better person, or fall deeper into whatever you're carrying around. This game takes true discipline, and if you're not willing to do just that, then find some things else, because anyone can be miserable in any career. It just depends on your mental state and perception of life. Or if you can't find that balance, then make it, because you're 100% responsible for your life. I like that attitude. Thumbs up. This is crazy, this comment. I'm not profitable yet, and once I become profitable, I'll be very adamant to teach any friend or family. However, I know people that I could show the business if they ask and mentor them for a year. Of course, after advising them for a month why nobody should get into this. This is a lonely, painful road. I believe that everybody comes to suffer to this planet, and trading is a way to speed the suffering process. If you're not if you're not watching the video, come here, look at my face while I reread this. I believe that everyone comes to suffer to this planet, and trading is a way to speed the suffering process. That's one way to believe, and that's like, I don't want to believe that, right? That I'm here to suffer, and then I should trade because it makes me suffer faster. In addition to my previous comment, I believe that everybody comes to suffer to this planet. Trading is a way to speed up the process. I have a bachelor's in computer science. After working for a few years, 9 to 5, Futures trading snapped me out of the matrix. I cannot go back to working 9 to 5. I would prefer a low-paying job that allows me to continue my morning trading journey. I mean, this is what I do. I started working in outdoor tourism and doing YouTube. But I'm finding once I'm doing that, I actually don't even want to trade. Once I broke the trading addiction, I'm like, oh, I was just addicted. I actually don't like this. That's me. That's not me reading a comment. Okay. You passed the vibe check, my brother. Love to watch your videos as I'm just getting into trading. Good. Well, I'm discouraging people from trading with my channel at the same time. I'll show you the reality. This is a good question. Is it a problem inherent to trading, though, or just overwork in general? You get the same result more or less grinding in a corporate job, climbing the career ladder, right? I think that it's unique to trading, and I'm going to tell you why. Most jobs don't have a gambling component. The gambling betting component subverts the dopamine circuitry of how the brain works. And I'm going to get into the dark, like you can't imagine, in quotes. I'm going to tell you what that is, right? And I mean, there's a lot of horror stories that I'm not even going to get into because you've heard them on other videos. Is a problem inherent to trading? Yeah, because you don't get addicted to most kinds of work. It's not that people are weak. I learned this in taking psychology. What is it? It's intermittent reward is the most addictive thing in the world. It hijacks your brain, so it's unique to trading. It becomes an addiction of which, if you haven't experienced it, you cannot even imagine. And I'm explaining it to you because I've been in the depths of that, and even recently. I had a little relapse. So let me just explain. Okay. I'm on a trading break. I haven't traded in 2 weeks. And it's not just because I missed the Bitcoin all-time high breakout and I faded my own systems, which was terrible and was a reason to break. But it's because I relapsed into addictive behaviors. And it started Thursday that I saved the goat. If you guys don't know this, there was like a viral news story where there was a goat stuck on the mountainside. And I went up with a group of strangers on social media to save this goat, which got adopted out to, it was like abandoned by its mom. It was a newborn goat. It was stuck on a ledge for days, and the news kept reporting on it. And after we saved it, it actually became a little international news story. I was interviewed to be on Toronto News, CBC, The Closing Story. They played it in California. They saw me in North Carolina on the news. Seen it in Portugal, Austria, Australia. They played it everywhere. Anyway, that day, I went to do my trading, and it's the day after the Bitcoin all-time high breakout, and there's no internet. And not only is there no internet, I tried driving to find it with my computer. There's no internet in the city I'm in. So I have to trade from my phone. I'm trading from my phone while I'm driving. This is a relapse into addiction, right? I'd say one of my lowest moments trading was trading SHIB with leverage, and I hit a car. Fortunately, I just bumped their bumper and nothing was really damaged. Didn't even report. I gave them like $250 to fix it. But yeah, like risking my life, risking other people's lives. And then the next day I was just in the habit, like I'm in the boat job. I'm working. It's a birthday party. Got to be present for work. And I'm in the little bathroom on the boat, like on the charts. And I'm like, all right, I got to quit this. And fortunately, I was able to the next day. I just let me just log off for a couple weeks. And I'm not planning on coming back. I'm planning on, I have developed trading systems already that work. I don't need to trade them. I'm working on getting them automated by a quant so I can skip all this shit, get all my time back, and focus on other things like YouTube. And I'll continue to talk about trading because I'm working in the trading industry. But I'm not planning on doing a lot of manual trading anymore. I might come back for a little bit here and there, but at least we'll see. This time I'm not planning on doing it. Quote, me, mentally ill check, alone check, millionaire trader loading. Love your channel. Okay, as someone who's been doing this for 10 years, I love your vibe and message about it. I think it's unethical to encourage others to start because it's dangerous and very few have the right temperament to do it. Aloha. Says it's unethical to encourage. I mean, I learned the hard way. In 2020, I was telling everybody to buy Bitcoin. 2021, I was telling everybody to buy Bitcoin. And yeah, if they held through the bear market, they're in profit. But like, I was telling people to buy at 69,000 and it went to 15, right? I don't want to tell people to do anything with their money after that. Play it safe. Okay, Hawaii family. This is one of the deepest comments on here. Trading for 3 years from the Big Island, the hardest way to make easy money. At this point, though, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Even though I'm over six figures in withdrawals from prop firms, contributed to my divorce and the fact that I only see my kids on the weekends now. At least now, though I feel like I'm through the storm, I do think though that it was a storm that would have killed most people. This is great advice. If you've never been addicted to trading, because there's people who are going to be in here who are asking like, well, if you have $2 million, why don't you just stop trading, right? Yo, imagine you cannot even sit through dinner with your spouse because you have to watch the charts. Imagine you're not getting enough sleep because you're looking at the charts. So you're groggy and you're hungover for work, and you're looking at your charts on the way to work, and you're looking at your charts at work, and nothing's getting done at work, right? You're not feeding yourself. Why? Because the euphoria and dopamine cycle is so great for intermittent. And it's like playing the slot machine, the lotto from your pocket. And it's possible, here's what people don't understand, to beat the game of trading without beating the trading addiction. So the OP, original poster, the comment, sounds like he's beat the game of trading where he's profitable, but he hasn't beat the trading addiction, right? And when you look at things through a lens of addiction, it doesn't make sense, right? You cannot use logic to explain an emotional process. Okay, here's another great one. True, I just got to an 8-figure number in my investments. I can't really find anything that makes me happy. Bro says, I got to an 8-figure number in my investments. I can't really find anything that makes me happy. So he's got $10+ million and he's unhappy. And it's true that it sucks to be poor, which we're going to get to. But if you're unhappy, trading isn't going to fix it. Right? What makes us happy? It's time outside, connection with people, being useful, being needed, being connected, meaningful work, time with loved ones, physical fitness, eating healthy food, working in the earth, being in the ocean, these sorts of things, walking barefoot in a village, biking and hiking to the next place. Almost all of us aren't getting that. So most people are mentally ill. I think that's fair to say. Okay, hello. I can attest to the being mentally ill part. I went through it last year and was diagnosed because I knew something was wrong. I'm not profitable yet, just on the second phase of a challenge. Around 2020, I started to learn to trade, and I'm an introvert. During COVID, it made me even more to myself. I lost confidence in speaking to people, and I'm just getting integrated back in the swing of being social, and it's very overwhelming. Also, after being diagnosed, I decided that I had to chill on the trading, let it work out how it's going to work out. I don't really stress about it anymore. The way I see it, there will always be an opportunity for me to make money in the market. With that will come losses, but also discipline of leveraging is most important. Currently, I'm doing much better and making it a priority to get human contact and spend time with people. So he was diagnosed mentally ill. Yo, some of y'all, yeah, this isn't the only story, man. There was a guy I talked to, mental illness during COVID, trading, blowing up, lost his job, went all in crypto, losing it all to leverage, in an apartment, in a relationship with the woman across the door from him. She's abusive of him, treats him like shit, kicks him out of his own apartment and brings in some Chad and fucks him on his bed. And he's telling me this story. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, right? Careful going down this path. It kicked me out of the comments, so I need to get back to it. Okay, here we go. Gotta scroll down. Okay. Sure, bro. These days, some individuals, no one wants to be responsible for anything anymore. I mean, he's not blaming anyone but himself. He's just saying it's not worth it, right? I appreciate that you're encouraging people to be cautious, prudent with trading. You said that you haven't been trading profitably for the last number of years. If so, you're not qualified to speak authoritatively about trading. Maybe you're qualified to speak on how not to trade and share your experience. If I'm learning a new skill, I want to surround myself with those who are skillful in that field, i.e. successful. From my observation, those who are successful with trading over the long run, for example, Linda Raschke, are in love with the process of trading and are totally obsessed. They're totally involved and have the discipline to stick to their process. A couple things here. Well, there's a lot of people who are totally obsessed and losing. As for me, it's true. I had 2 profitable years and 3 unprofitable years. And this is why I'm telling you all, for the most part, don't trade, because I'm someone who should be winning at this. That said, I am someone who you can learn how to develop profitable trading systems, because I've developed profitable trading systems that forward test grade, whether I trade them or not. I don't, because of mental illness, right? But that's the plan for next year. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's true. Take what I say with a grain of salt, and that's why I'm being so cautious in what I'm saying. But all that said, I believe I am one of only a few people you can listen to about developing profitable trading systems, what that looks like, because that's something I've done, and it's on the cusp of getting automated. And I mean, I have the proof. Like, people who have gotten and this isn't me showing the indicator, but the indicator, you can test all kinds of things, and the exact same settings, robust across gold, silver, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P 500, going back combined hundreds and hundreds of years. And it beats buy and hold on all of these. So how did I do that? Well, that's not the topic of this, but that's something that I'm an expert on. Quote, why does he think having a girlfriend or wife would make his life better? Agree with that. He can easily just stop trading and dump all his money into an index to pursue that other life he wants. That's like saying to observing like an alcoholic, he can easily quit drinking alcohol and just make his life better. Nah, it doesn't. You don't understand an addiction, right? Bro is beaten trading, but he's still addicted to trading, and that's why you cannot reason or logic your way through it. Okay. As if people with 9 to 5 jobs are not mentally ill and lonely. If I'm ending up like that anyways, I choose to be in that state with $2 million. True, but I think you guys just don't understand, right? The mental illness of working a 9 to 5, where you're still in the office and you're around people and you're interacting with people. It's it's nothing of the mental illness of being isolated in your room. I'm gonna make a video about this, but one of the first paid groups that I joined, bro is sick all the time. Wonder why? Because he has his computer alerts on while he's sleeping, and he gets woken up randomly in the middle of the night and has to get up and scalp his entries. Why do you do that? Are you making enough money? Who would want that, right? So that's a mental illness that regular 9 to 5 doesn't give you. And you can also have fun jobs, like you could work in service, tourism, or other. This is what I do. I mean, my my jobs, and they're not 9 to 5. Sometimes they're 6 to 6. They don't necessarily pay great, but they're great for my mental health, typically. 40% there. I know once I get there, I'm going to give it all away, enjoying the journey until next time. Yeah, maybe give it all away back to the market. You say you're 40% there, but for me, this thing took way longer than I thought. I thought I was profitable the first 2 years. I cannot even believe the last 2 years. Bro says, just use prop firms and all your problems are solved. Don't risk your own money. It's that simple, brother. Literally, all your problems will be solved if you just use prop firms. You're unhappy, you're unhealthy, just use prop firms. It's going to solve all your problems. I wish y'all knew my story. Do you know what even happened with prop firms in the start of the year? When the US cracked down and said you cannot use meta quotes anymore, and they all tried to move over, and the Ponzi scheme collapsed, and all the prop firms went down. Almost all of them stopped doing payouts. I was huge invested. I had 7-figure funding. I had an $8,500 payout on the way, and I had spread across many prop firms, but they all scammed at the same time. The funded trader, skilled funded trader, bespoke funded trading, or bespoke, whatever it's called, top tier trader scammed me. My Forex fund scammed me. There's more. I got scammed by so many of these. Prop's not the answer, man. They don't do the big payouts. It's not sustainable. So, yeah, that's not the answer. Do not trade prop. Don't even trade. Make systems and then have computers trade them. And if you can't do that, don't trade. Bro says, I'm too deep into trading now to turn back on it. Yo, we're not even to the craziest comments here. I'm too deep into trading now to turn back on it. 4 years of struggles, though, and still not consistently profitable. Trading prop firms for a few years and made a few payouts, but holding on to the account's the hardest part. Trading is a lonely journey, and if I could go back, I wouldn't even entertain this path. I also wouldn't start trading. I would just dollar cost average, and I would have got like a captain's license, scuba certified, helicopter license, just gone on an adventure, done some more interesting stuff with my life. I wouldn't even entertain this path. I don't think I've ever experienced the highs and lows in any other period of my life as what I've regarding this period was trading. Trading has sent me to some dark, dark places, and if I was in a better financial situation, I'd walk away from this in a heartbeat. But I'm in the UK and things are tough here financially. Even if you're working, I earn a half-decent wage for my day job. But being single, the cost of living wipes out a majority of my pay as I have to cover all the outgoings. Trading has become my only way to boost my income, and the problem with that is when you put so much pressure on yourself to succeed at this game, the market can smell the desperation and will eat you alive. Two thoughts here. First one is bro is in a sunk cost fallacy. And maybe I'm there too. I realize I'm just trading. Why am I trading? I don't like trading. Because I want the story of getting even and coming back and making a lot of money. Sunk cost, right, is quit trading. This is just not a good reason, right? Check it out. It's like being in a losing trade and being like, I've invested so much, I can't cut this losing trade. I have a book I've read, y'all should read. How I lost $1 million trading, I lost $1 million. This guy lost $1 million. I mean, I have more stories like that, but, right? And I realized, like, trading isn't the only way I can boost my income. Like, I can do YouTube. Even if I don't sell courses, it's not much, but as I'm recording this, a month ago, my YouTube ad rev was like $100 a month. When I restarted YouTube and earlier this year, it was $10 a month is my YouTube ad rev. This month it's at $750 is my YouTube ad rev the last 30 days. I don't know if that's going to go up or down, but I'm seeing like, exponential growth. I don't need to trade. There's other ways to do it, right? Trading is, I can't lose money YouTubing. I like that. I hate that I can lose money trading. Having losing months fucking sucks. Most side hustles, you always make something. You know why you're like that. Go get you a wife, have some damn kids, respect the laws of nature. Stop fucking playing games and be a man and produce and also give some of that damn money away. Give and you shall receive. There is power in giving. You can't just be wealthy. You did that to yourself. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't think it's at me. If this is at OP has a wife and kids, but he doesn't see them, right? Because he's mentally ill from trading. But I mean, I agree, I kind of agree. Stop what you're doing. Do something else, right? Okay, almost. It keeps kicking me out of the comments here. Comments. Okay, comments. Here we go. The worst comment is in here. Can trading actually reflect true yourself? Yeah, I mean, you say trading is like looking in a mirror, and I look in the mirror of trading and I find out that I'm emotional. And to be better at trading, I need to be more robotic and less emotional. But it's like, I'm a human. I'm supposed to be emotional. There's other things that pay me to be emotional. YouTube pays me to be emotional. I can come here with anxiety and euphoria and fear, and it doesn't hurt me, right? Most life, being emotional doesn't hurt me. So yeah, I learned I'm human and I'm gonna let a robot run my shit. Bro says, I'm mentally ill, alone, and broke. It's also not worth it. He says, you realize everyone wants you for the money, huh? Just accept it. Yeah, part of his story is you make them millions of dollars, and then the only people in your life, friends want money, people want your money. So yeah, that's a fucked up thing you want about money too, is you get used for money. I mean, when I was made a lot of money in the first couple years of trading, I had a woman that had eyeballs on me, and one of the reasons was for money. Work-life balance. Bro says, I already had stress, depression, and anxiety from working with toxic people, having a toxic relationship, and knowing I can't even afford such things as a wife, kids, and home. None of that can happen without having success in trading, but I swing trade so I can go do things. I don't need to be on my computer. I want to make friends, but everyone I know is toxic. I go to church, but they're basically empty in my country. Swing trading isn't the issue, though day trading would be. It's well known this generation is producing loneliness, depression, and anxieties in peoples of all occupation, all walks of life. True, there's a lot of problems, and we can't attribute them all to trading. It sounds like he's actually able to balance. This is one of the rare guys, according to him, who's able to actually balance trading. Pretty rare. I mean, there's a lot of people who balance investing, but we're talking about trading. It says, I don't get this trade your life away thing. LOL. I've had real jobs that steal your life away, and investing is 1,000 times easier, IMO. But I don't day trade, so I'm not glued to the screen. But I actually enjoy watching YouTubes about the economy and markets. I also have a life and other hobbies I enjoy. Balance, my friends. He says, I don't get this trade your life away thing, all caps, LOL. People are addicted, man. Have some empathy, right? Like, you don't understand. You should be grateful you don't understand trading addiction. It's real and it's brutal, and people get stuck and trapped. And they don't just lose their money, but they lose their lives, right? They lose their wives, they lose their kids, they lose their other jobs because of it, right? So you don't understand, right? It's something that's hard to understand because it's not logical. It doesn't make sense, but it happens. All right, we're getting into some of the darker comments now. 15 years and still not profitable. I can't take a loss. 2 to 3 days make money, then one silly trade and lose it all. This goes on and on every single week. I don't know how to change my bad habits. 15 years and still not profitable. I can't take a loss. 2 to 3 days make money, then one silly trade lose it all. He loses it all every week for 15 years. It doesn't make sense. It's an addiction, right? Why doesn't he just quit? He's addicted. Why doesn't he do something else? It's an addiction, right? This is why I say, if you smoke, drink, vape, any kind of addictive, anything, do drugs, you shouldn't even think about trading. You need to at least see that you can control yourself. How can I contact you? You guys want to contact me? DM me on Instagram, either Travis D. Wu or Travis Wu Trades. But if you search Travis Wu, you'll find me. Everyone has a different path. To say it's terrible is an extreme, but it does happen. Some people find bliss in it, shows direction and what to do next. Is it for everyone? Nope, but it's meant for some. True. But I'd say it's meant for just a minority. This channel rocks. Hard to find authentic voices in the trading space. Mad props. Thanks to you guys. I mean, you guys create a lot of my content with your awesome comments. A lot of people don't read the YouTube comments because they're like, it's all toxic. Across my 2 channels, I had like 2,000 comments in the last 30 days. Not one did I feel like, oh, that's not true, but for the most part, I didn't really feel offended by anything. Even feedback I appreciate, but it's mostly just people sharing their stories. And yeah, awesome stories at that. Okay, almost to the end of it. The market's so hard now. It's changed so much in the past year, almost untradeable. Well, this is why you need robust trading systems that work across hundreds of years. If you're just trading discretionary, yeah. It's not about trading itself. It's about the individuals who choose this path. Many traders prefer to not have a boss. Many may struggle with communication skills or have been hurt by society or friends. For them, trading can be a way to achieve independence and focus on personal goals. Ultimately, it's about choosing a path that allows them to love and prioritize themselves. I think that's true, but I mean, also we can characterize people get into this just out of like dopamine addiction too. I think it's safe to assume that this guy just went about things the wrong way. He could have maintained a balance and probably still become successful in 6 years, probably less actually. So the moral of the story isn't to not trade if you want to, but to be smart about your approach. It's like, why is this guy just not addicted, right? Why is this addict just not addicted? Because he's a fucking addict, yo. You cannot logic this. It doesn't make sense to you. I get it. It doesn't make sense. You have to experience it to understand it, right? Again, you're at night, you're driving and you're risking your life and the people's lives around you so you can leverage trade on your phone, right? You're losing your job because no work's getting done. You're hiding in the bathroom trading, right? Why don't you just have more balance? Because you're an addict, bro. You don't understand. And you say, you're celebrating that you don't understand. Yeah, you don't. Thanks for sharing your advice. Your video about talking about having an eventful life outside of trading was a game changer for me. I work remote, and while that's not exciting, looking at charts is. That led to greed and overtrading for a time. I finally went back to painting, filming on analog cameras, and I bought a typewriter to write my poems on. Those things excite me. I make sure to spend quality time with a husband, catch sunsets, and go on photo walks. As of late, I'll take 1 to 3 trades and I'm done for the day. No emotional random or board trades. I turn my alerts off and close the charts when I'm done. Thanks. Rare female trader. Someone who's been able to find balance. This is a key. The question is, how do you beat addiction? Okay. And I've actually counseled, I'd like to counsel traders. I believe I have a form down below if you want to fill it out, but I counseled addiction. I grew up around 12 steps. My father was an alcoholic, and I did a lot of counseling of addiction of men, mostly around alcohol, mostly marijuana, cannabis. And one of the key things to getting out of addiction is changing your environment and improving your options, right? If you have terrible options, you're going to do heroin. If we put you in a better situation, you're going to do better. You're not going to need like the contrast as much, right? So same thing for trading. If you're addicted to trading, we need to give you better options, better optionality, set you up for success, create a scenario where there's, I mean, for me, it looks like these different outdoor businesses and these other adventures that I'm doing where it's, and even YouTube where it's like, now I have I've also really good options too, where it's not just trading for excitement. How many comments are left? Jesus. Okay, we're nearing the end. Words of wisdom. I started trading full-time a bit over a year ago after doing it on the side while working as a designer for many years. For me, just dollar costing and averaging in a Bitcoin salon and a few tech stocks and ignoring the market completely and just doing my own creative job. It's so much better. Trying to win the PvP game of trading creates nothing of value in the world and only makes me stressed and angry. I can't live this way for much longer. I'm losing my mind. Yo, tucked into the end of this comment. I can't live this way for much longer. I'm losing my mind. What, is he going to kill himself? What are you going to do? I have to see. I hope this video is not demonetized for saying those things. I don't know. Don't do it. But yeah, I mean, I agree. For most people, you have to, I mean, what's so annoying, I wish you could just save money, but it loses value because fiat currency depreciates because they're greedy and they turn on the spigot. I hate that you have to learn how to invest or trade. For most people, just invest. Just don't even look at it. Buy Bitcoin, buy gold, buy the stock market. Hope for the best. Pinch your nose. Work your job. Sucks, but it's a lot better than being a trading addict. So let's see what else we got here. I'm looking for the darkest comment too. Where is it? I'm already mentally ill and alone. Let's go, millionaire bros. 81 likes. Yeah. Imagine putting your friends before your financial well-being. Well, imagine being an addict. Guess we should take that as a confirmation for living life, meditating, breathwork, and God first, no matter what. I hope that dude takes a needed break, checks out some other places on earth for a needed head change. Hopefully he finds the gratitude for what his hard work blessed him with. Hope so. If you make $2 million a year, you don't even need to trade after a few years. You can live off the interest. Trading to me is a means to an end. It's a way to come up on wealth that would otherwise be unattainable. You can always trade small once you have lots of money to just make a living and not stress about making millions as well. I'll tell you, when you have a lot of money out of nowhere, you think that you have to manage it closer. Like, it takes more attention. That's part of what sucks you in, right? It's like, oh, now I've got millions of dollars. I need to focus on this thing, right? So it's just, it's a tough scenario. And again, it's like, why doesn't he just do that? It's an addict, bro. And he's also not saying like he's not happy as 2 million. He's saying the past 6 years have been a nightmare. Trav, I'm a software engineer working remotely, trading on the side and working on a side business with a few friends. I'm making good money and I really love the work, but I'm spending all my time on the computer. Definitely need to find some balance and touch grass. Yeah, you're going to die early from that, bro. You're going to be out of shape. It's going to be all bad, right? Not worth it. I don't want to spend any time on the computer. There's no need to trade 10 hours a day. Most day traders only trade 2 to 3 hours max, and it can also be your only source of income, assuming you have the right skills and the mental resilience to handle drawdowns. You can even automate your strategy. That's what I did. That way, you'll spend only a few hours a week managing your algo and looking for a new edge. Running multiple uncorrelated strategies on different assets and timeframes also reduces significantly your drawdowns. Then you can also scale up with prop firms or by managing investor capital with platforms like DarwinX. 100% agree with this guy. The thing though is when he says there's no need to trade 10 hours a day, 100% true. You don't need to spend very much time, but people trade 10 hours a day because of the addiction. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to go in the same direction as this person. Just get it automated. In this case, yeah, manage things a couple hours a week and then let it run. Bro says, yeah, fuck that, I'm still gonna trade. I respect it. My goal is to make enough money for a comfortable life. It could be 3 to 5K after taxes. Chasing monthly goals is super bad. There's cyclical and sporadic changes to market environments. What works in one does not work in another. You have to take that into account with what risk and what strategies you'll use. Also, your psychology of letting time pass and not being profitable is hard but necessary. Impossible with a monthly target. If you can make consistent profits every month in any market environment, you wouldn't even know it because you don't have a way of determining if a hypothetical drawdown is natural or not, unless you get serious about tracking all these variables. Again, that would be impossible if you're still just looking at monthly targets because it blinds you to what your strategy should be giving you at the present point in time. Aim for quarterly goals at the least. This is a great comment. If you want to be consistently profitable, there's no such thing in trading. Do something else. You're going to lose money and you're going to make money, right? You could be consistently profitable in an annual time frame, okay? That's the biggest thing to aim for. But if you want to just live off trading profits, just do something else. Just do something else. Invest for the future, for the long term, right? You're always going to be stressed if you need to make money this month trading. And it's, yeah, just hamstrings thing. Okay. All you got to do is go to an area where people don't make a lot of money. Go to the Walmart or something. Pay for a single mother's grocery once a week random. And you see how people will give you hugs, kisses, and say all these crazy stories that make you realize that you're in a great position. So, yeah, practice a little gratitude. Related right now, I'm in my rut right now. I'm thinking, well, why don't I just go take a vacation to Cleveland or something, rent a motel in the wintertime, and walk around the city to 7-Eleven and eat at McDonald's, and that will put things in perspective for my life here in Hawaii. But, yeah, what's the takeaway from this? Just go ham in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, and I appreciate y'all. And if you want psychological coaching, there's a link down below. Again, I'm not a great trader myself, I guess. I love my own mental illness, but I think I am someone to teach how to develop profitable trading systems. And I'm also someone who understands the process of addiction and getting out of it. So even if I haven't beaten trading yet, I have beaten the trading addiction. And for that, I'm happy. So thank you for listening. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.